Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from theRightTrader.com here, back today with another daily crypto update. As per usual, I'm going to be going over, the main three cryptocurrencies, plus Neo, Ripple, and I'm going to be adding Vert Coin to the mix now, and doing a technical analysis that's more detailed on all of those. In just a second, I'm also going to cover what's been going on with the general market and the altcoins. Really quickly, everyone, as per usual, if you haven't purchased cryptocurrencies yet, go check out Coinbase. I have a link in the description. They're not a sponsor. I just use them myself, and you can get $10 free worth of Bitcoin. So go check that out. And let's get right into what's been happening with, the general market and sort of the altcoins, right? So, the main three here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, have actually had a bit of a pullback in the past couple hours. And surprisingly enough, now we've got a little bit of an altcoin bounce going on, right? Multiple altcoins now are doing better and are finally having a green day after, a couple days of red. So this is good to see. Some of them are shining a bit brighter than others. Vert Coin is still doing really well. Let's see, where is Vert Coin? Where is Vert Coin? There it is. Vert Coin climbing up the ranking just drastically right now, and up 40% just in the past 24 hours. So big moves for Vert Coin. It's basically up 100% just within a couple days. So great news for anyone who's holding Vert Coin. And like I said, I'm going to get into the detailed technical analysis on that in just a second. But that's going on with the general market. So basically, the main three having a bit of a pullback, and altcoins bouncing with some money going back into them, at least in the short term, right? Should remind you that the hard fork of Bitcoin is October 25th. So like I was saying, the Bitcoin hard fork is October 25th. We are currently October 22nd. So 3 more days until the hard fork, and we'll see how Bitcoin and, the general market acts around that. But for now, Bitcoin is experiencing a bit of a pullback here for the first time in a couple days, right? And, we saw a pullback actually in all of these, like I said. Some of them are doing better than others. Bitcoin is really pulling back right now. Ethereum also had a pretty big pullback and a lot of weakness, and Litecoin did have a pretty strong pullback, a little bit more strength than Ethereum, but overall here a bit of weakness and pullback for the main three, right? As far as the technical analysis goes, Bitcoin is still above the 70 line. It is moving back down though, so this could definitely probably test it or break below it. That will definitely be bearish. Now our histogram is starting to move down. MACD line also starting to turn over, so we'll see if it'll test the orange line. And as far as the actual price action and candlestick goes, a couple things to mention, right? First of all, we are now quite overextended compared to where the middle band is, so you might want to move back down and get some, test that. Same thing with the lower Bollinger Band. There's a lot of space to drop here, so obviously there is strength behind Bitcoin as of right now, but there's more, I think, downside room than upside in the very short term, right? But overall, I wouldn't be worried about Bitcoin, okay? As far as support level goes, I'm going to be looking, I think, at this sort of, let's see, 5,529 area for, I would like to see some nice strength there. If we break below that, we'll probably go down and maybe test some lower levels or just test this middle band, right? And right now, we're still uptrending, so it's looking fine. We'll just see if this really starts to move down lower, right? Like I said, though we do have a little bit of a doji candle here, and now our pullback. So, like I said, this could be really probably, I would say, that the start of a short-term pullback, right? But otherwise, we'll just look for the, let's see, low of 5,755 to hold, and then keep moving upwards, right? And our resistance level will be this high of 6,189, right? Now, moving over to Ethereum, let's see. So I've been very accurate with my Ethereum prediction. If you've been around now, you've seen how accurate I've been. And, I basically predicted the whole pullback and drop of Ethereum in the past couple days. And, Ethereum's still not looking great, right? Like I predicted, it's running in this inner triangle over here, and I expect it to continue this. Now it has dropped pretty significantly lower, right? It's still held, I believe, this low of 287. So we'll see if it can continue to do that. But right now we're below the middle band. If we break this low, I think it's pretty likely that we're going to test this this uptrend line, and we'll see if it can hold that, how it acts around that. But otherwise, if it doesn't break it, at least we can expect it to sort of bounce in this triangle until it chooses a direction to be in, right? So, but overall, pretty bearish on all indicators here for Ethereum, unfortunately. Litecoin here showing a bit of weakness now. You know, our middle band is at 56.57. We actually broke past that today. We are currently still above that right now, but you know, it's looking pretty weak, right? Our MACD is, you know, currently, let's see, it's still above the orange line, but you know, it's just about to cross over. We'll see if we can get a bounce. You know, same thing for the RSI, but right now, crossover is looking pretty likely, I will say. You know, we're just about to flip on the histogram. We're just about to test the uptrend line on the RSI. And, you know, price action looking pretty weak right now, right? But it is holding the triangle formation pretty well. You know, it's bounced nicely off it. So we'll see if it can bounce off this. And like Ethereum, hopefully it can trade in the range, you know, that would be expected, and then make a decision on where it'll move after that, right? So still a little bit of indecisiveness for Litecoin, but we'll see where it decides to make its move, right? Now, moving over to NEO, let's see. NEO, okay, NEO finally a little bit of strength here. It's been doing pretty bad, so up 3.59%. That's good, and you know, it's also in the symmetrical triangle formation. Now, as far as the RSI goes, you know, it looks like it's pulling back into the symmetrical triangle range, so that'll definitely be good. And you know, now the MACD is looking like it might start to pull back up. You know, the Aetherium is already doing that a bit. And you know, like I said, we're in this triangle formation, so same thing, expect it to bounce around in here. But finally, a bit of a low put in here at let's see, 24.62, right? And then now our first green day with a high of 30.96. So we'll see if it can move higher than that. You know, it tested this higher this downtrend line over here, right, which it's been really struggling to, you know, sort of get near and really break past that. So that's not great, and we did get slammed down pretty heavily, as you can see, right? We have a little bit of a long wick here, so that's usually not the best price action. You know, it means that there wasn't enough strength to really hold that. We'll see how it acts, you know, in the next couple hours, but at least it's our first little bounce here in the short term. So we'll see if it can get some more strength, or if it'll, you know, crumble down to the uptrend line. Still a bit early to tell, though. Now, Ripple and then Vert Coin. Let's see. Let me just usually just take Bittrex. So let's see. We broke the RSI, like I had mentioned. You know, we're really coming up on our uptrend on the MACD here. See if we can get a bounce off that. Right, still Aetherium pulling down. Let's see. It's pretty bad that Ripple isn't getting a bit of a, yeah, it's acting pretty weak still. Let me refresh this real quick. Ripple should see a bit of a bounce here today, you know, compared to what some of its peers in the altcoin market are doing. You know, it's actually acting pretty badly still. So, you know, now we're really testing these lows here. Let's see, low of around 18, and so yeah, it's testing its lower levels now, and you know, we'll see if it can hold this. Let me just draw this for you guys real quick. The support level we want to see it hold is going to be this one right over here, right? Let me just put this in pink so you guys can see well. So it's going to be this line right over here, right? And let's see, just make this a bit thicker. So yeah, this is the level we want to see it hold, right? And really stay above. But like I said, it's testing it. It tested it multiple times, which is actually a positive sign. It means that it's not breaking it. But with that being said, you know, the more times it tests it, the more likely it is to actually break below this line, right? And like I said, if we break past this, you know, we'll probably move back into this sort of 16-cent, maybe even lower, like 15-cent area, which will definitely not be a good sign, right? And we're really testing the lower Bollinger Band here. We could see a collapse, but for now it's holding above, like I said, this support level of, you know, 0.18. So yeah, we'll see if it can hold above that. That's what we want to see for Ripple right now, but still a bit of weakness, and it's not the best sign that it's not, you know, holding compared to some of its, or, you know, bouncing, I guess, even compared to some of its peers in the altcoin market, like I said. Now, Vert Coin, you know, the big mover here in the past couple days, a lot of attention on it, and you all know this is a cryptocurrency that I do like. So let's see. Now, it's in massive breakout mode, okay, and let me just make sure so I don't say anything, make any mistakes here. Let's see. So now moved even a bit higher than when I first started this video, I think. Basically, you know, we have a little bit of an upper wick here, which, you know, there was a bit of a sell-off. So it could be the sign of, you know, some initial weakness, right? But it's still, it got an extra boost of strength. Right now we're in full breakout mode, right? We're in a multi-year long, really, breakout. At least a multi-month long breakout. And, you know, this is a powerful move, so no doubt about it, right? The thing is that this is a drastic increase, right, in the past couple days. So we could see a pullback, but I won't be worried about it, right? I am really bullish on Vert Coin, you know, even medium term and long term as well. But, you know, short term, we could see a little pullback. You know, we're really pushing the RSI now, almost at 90 on the RSI, you know. This is pretty much the highest it's ever been. And, you know, when we're that high, you can expect it to fall back down, right, and pull back in the short term. MACD really overextended right now. Now, as far as support and resistance level goes, which is really what we should be paying attention to as of right now, okay, let me draw these for you. So we're going to be looking at a couple levels here, okay? First of all, we have our high over here of this candle, which is $4.85, right? So this is going to be sort of the short term, at least, and, you know, really in the future now, this is going to be the level to pay attention to, because after it breaks this, I think it's really gonna blast off. But this is the high that it put in, right? And we want to see if it can, you know, continue its breakout and blast through this, right? But it might be a little bit hard. Otherwise, obviously, our next support level is going to be this high of this candlestick. So that's going to be $3.30 for a pullback. So that's this line over here, right? And, you know, now, as far as other resistance levels go, you know, it's just going to be this top right over, you know, arguably over here, right, which is about the $6 mark. And then we do have a final all-time high of $7.18. But to be honest, you know, like I said, as soon as we break past this over here, right, I think we're going to move very quickly to $6, and we might struggle a bit over here. But, you know, I feel like if we were able to break the $6 at least, you know, I don't think we're going to have much trouble with the all-time high. I think we're going to blow past that, and you know, it's looking pretty good. Obviously, these are going to be some you know, pretty significant support resistance levels for Vert Coin. I'm not going to lie, right? These are going to be the 3 levels to look at, but it has the strength behind it. It has everything it needs. Like I said, just to finally finish up this video and conclude my Vert Coin analysis. So this is what you should be looking at, basically, right? I know I talked a lot, but this red line would be our support level that we want to see it hold, right? Then we have our high here that we put in today of $4 and, you know, around 87 cents. And then, right, the last 2 resistances, and, you know, after this $7.21 area, you know, after that it's really a blue sky breakout, right? There is absolutely no resistance level holding it back after it breaks past that, right? And we're already almost in that sort of area of blue sky and breakout, right? After a multi-year breakout, it's basically the same thing, right? So still a lot of strength behind it, but as you can see, we do have a bit of an upper wick, so we may see a bit of a pullback in the short term, but overall, I wouldn't be worried about it. So this is going to be the end of my daily crypto update. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think is going on with the market here, what you guys think is going to happen with the Bitcoin hard fork, how you think it's going to affect the market. I'd be interested to hear that. But with that being said, everyone, I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for the great support. And yeah, have a nice day, everyone. Thanks for watching.